What's up, Grovelanders? We're at Wapwallopen, PA, in a cabin in the woods. It's just Melody, Keeper, and I. We got here last night just before sunset, so we didn't do any recording, but we did make dinner last night. I'll put that footage in right now.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Where are we?
Cabin?
Wapwallopen?
Wallopin?
Wapwallopen?
Wallopin? Wallopin.
Wapwallopen. Is this your favorite song?
Yes. What's up, Grovelanders?
We're cooking some dinner in a cabin. We got here at 5, and we'll do a tour of this place tomorrow, but right now, we're cooking dinner. Bacon wrapped pork loin. This antique oven is under refurbishment, so we gotta cook on a 2-top burner, such as like boiling some water for some corn on the cob. Are you getting hungry?
Yes.
All right, the corn took a bit to cook because the water takes forever to boil. All right, corn's finally done. We're gonna show you how to make all shucks corn. If you know, you know. This is from Allentown, Pennsylvania, right near us. If you go to an Iron Pigs game, baseball, semi-pro, I think that's what you call it.
What?
Semi-pro? They're not pro, I think they're semi-pro. They serve all shucks corn, and you can buy the seasoning. It's so good. Got your corn on the cobby. Butter it up.
Butter it
up.
Butter it up.
All shucks. Be generous with the all shucks. All shucks. I smell it already. It's so good.
So good.
Sprinkle it with Parmesan cheese.
Oh, yes.
It's the best way to eat corn. No joke. Can you hear Keeper snorting? Alright. Look at it in all its all shucks splendor. I don't know if you can buy this like in any grocery store or order it. Maybe you can get it on Amazon. If you can, I'll link it below. We're gonna finally eat. It took like an hour to make pork.
Alright, I need to stop doing that.
And corn. What? Stick your tongue out? Do something different. Okay. Wait that way. Well, it's almost 6:30. I set my alarm for 6 to make myself coffee and watch the sunrise, but it's still cloudy, and this direction apparently is sunset, and you can hear the buzzing of these power lines because it's still a little rainy, drippy, misty, so sunrise should be that direction, but we're not going to see anything. I don't know what body of water that is. Susquehanna River. It might be Wapwallopen Creek. Looks bigger than a creek to me. We'll look it up. Tip, if you're intending to have pork roll for breakfast on the fire, don't forget the pork roll. And lucky for me, 10 minutes away in the town of Berwick, there's a Giant. And inside every Giant, I would hope to think there is Taylor pork roll. Cha-ching! Because Taylor pork roll is the only pork roll. Sizzling pork roll. Right, boy? You're not gonna have any pork roll. But you just like being outside. Are you ready to eat?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Pork roll cooked fast with that egg. I had to pull it out of the direct flames a little bit. Melody's already done hers. I'm still building mine. Build is complete. Pork roll, egg, and cheese. Over the fire. What do you think? Smell good? No, that's not for you. That's for me. I'm just chilling by the fireplace, waiting for that to burn down some more before we can pack up and take off. We check out at 11. A little bit of wayfinding. The road to get to this cabin is about a half mile. It's a dirt road, bumpy, stones, drive slow. You're gonna pass houses and other cabins along the way. I think that's the owner's house right there, the owner of the property. They knew when we got here, so they probably have a sensor or something at their house that chimes when a car drives by, because they messaged me as we pulled in last night saying welcome, let us know if you need anything. Their hospitality is top notch. This is a great stay. Airbnb, I'll link that down below. I'm not going to give the address or the exact location for privacy reasons, but I will link the Airbnb website down below so you can check it out for yourself. You do have to fill out a questionnaire to be approved to rent this cabin. You basically wind around this road, and then there are signs along the way because there are cutoffs and forks in the road to get to these other houses and things, but there are signs like way down there in that fence. There's a sign that points this way to the cabin, so there are all little signs that say cabin pointing you to this direction. It is super quiet, super nice. Of course, every time we come to a cabin it seems to be raining, but we're gonna pack up, clean up the house, and get out of here around 10:30 and start our adventures. Many a stops on our way home. We are ready for the inside tour. We're all cleaned up, about ready to check out. There is a keypad entry here, so they send you the code after you're approved to rent the space. Shoes off upon entry. It is muddy today, but you got coat hooks here to hang everything. Oh, there's a Melody in here. Futon, this is where I slept with Keeper. He did not like those steps at all, so he stayed downstairs with me. And as far as futons go, this is actually comfortable. It's a pretty thick mattress. I did toss and turn because I always toss and turn when I'm sleeping away from home for the first night. There is a pellet stove and a Keeper. Pellet stove definitely gets hot. It was like, I like it about 69 to 70 degrees in the house in the winter time, and it was definitely pushing 75 or so. So I had to turn this down when we came in. And they also have this little electric heater here that was on that's set to 72, but I shut that off. We didn't even use that at all. There is a little container of pellets here to keep her full if you need to. We did not have to add any, and it's probably still over halfway full. There is a description here on the wall of this cabin was built by a family who lived here for 3 years till they had 2 kids and they outgrew the size of the cabin, and then it actually sat vacant for about 10 years, I think from 2012 to 2022. One of the senior family members took over the property and renovated with the help of the children and grandchildren to turn it into an Airbnb and cabin getaway. You enter the living room, little dining room table, seating for 3. We just pulled this out a little bit to give us more space. It's kind of dark in here. You got lights everywhere, but it's kind of dark compared to the way we keep our house. So we had to kind of get used to that. And we kind of moved this light around where we were to see better. Enter the kitchen here. There is fully stocked cupboards of all your cookware, dishes. There's even granola. There's even grouse or pheasants. I believe they're grouse. Trash bags, cleaning supplies, extra supplies. There's granola bars, Andy's mints. We can't have them, can we?
Right.
They're not Melody's mints. They're Andy's mints.
32 F.
You can have them, I'm joking. Little sink area, fridge. There is no freezer, just looks like a little freezer compartment. We brought our own cooler and plugged it in, and did not really use this for much. There is a antique stove here. They are refurbishing it, they said, so it does not work right now. They intend on getting it working. They do have a 2-burner cooktop here. Plug in, so that's what we used for dinner last night. And there are brochures of local things to do here. Maps, brochures, all that. Guest book we're gonna sign. And then the bathroom is right through here. Barn sliding door. It does lock once you're in there if you need it locked, but got everything you need. Sink, toilet, shower, and there is heat Little plug-in here if you need it. Hot water was no problem whatsoever. There's a fan to get the humidity out. Extra towels. Ironing board back there. This cabin definitely has everything you need. All you need to bring is food and clothes and whatever else you want for entertainment. We brought a Bluetooth speaker, so we had music. There is no TV, but there is Wi-Fi. So you could bring a small TV with Fire Stick or something, and it's not a very strong signal, but you could probably stream something if you would like to watch TV. Oh, there are pretty decorations all around, country type. That's some kind of game, I assume. There's a little puzzle box, and this little thing, this reminded me of a little spider trick box I have, but it shuts itself off. Up the steps we go. There is a remote here that controls that light and fan. I forgot to turn the fan on this morning. It is nice to circulate air. I didn't want to listen to it while I slept last night. That pellet stove, you can hear it, I'm sure. It had give me a little problem sleeping. You have to get used to that kind of noise. I like it dead silent. I don't like any noise when I'm sleeping. Queen bed, looks like, but there's plenty of windows up here to keep natural light. Dehumidifier there, but there was a humidifier in the kitchen because I do pellet stove is dry heat. Oh, she's getting hair on the couch again. I already cleaned it off. Was it nice up here?
Yeah.
How was the bed? Did you sleep? You said you tossed and turned, but was that because it was just a new place?
Yeah.
Was the bed comfy?
My bed's more comfy.
Yeah, it's because you're used to it.
So keep I sleep here and keep
So you got views of the woodlands all around. It is an excellent place to stay. We're uphill too, so that's all downhill, and the Susquehanna River. You can see it a little bit way out there. Susquehanna River. Oh, also, the family that lived here for 3 years did not have plumbing or electricity for those 3 years. They added the plumbing and electricity after they moved out. So they roughed it. Definitely lived here for 3 years with no amenities, but I think that'd be kind of cool. Would you live somewhere without plumbing or electricity?
No.
You'd have to go outside, like to an outhouse to use the bathroom. No electricity. You'd have to use candles and lanterns. They do have instructions too when you get here for the pellet stove and the Wi-Fi information, trash information, key code reminder. There are safety features too, so there are fire extinguishers all over. Even out by the fire pit there's a fire extinguisher, carbon monoxide detector, so it is a safe place to stay even though you're surrounded by kindling.
That's gonna do it.
For our cabin overview video, did you have a good time at the cabin?
Yeah.
So did I. Pricing wise, I think it's normally around $180 a night, but because we were doing a last minute booking and they want to fill as many nights as possible, it was on discount, so I think we paid like $150, just so you know an idea of pricing. But like I said in the video, linking the link to the Airbnb website down below in the description if you're interested in checking out that cabin in Wapwallopen. Can you say Wapwallopen yet?
Wapwallopen.
Open. Wapwallopen.
Wow.
We'll never have to say it ever again. There are several more videos coming out from our weekend trip. One is our road stops on our way back home. So each of those videos I'll be linking to one another. I think the only other video we have out right now is our jelly bean blind taste test. Was that fun?
Yeah.
That one will be linking down below. Stay tuned for more. So if you don't subscribe, please do so, because why?
It's free.
It's free, but it helps the channel grow, and growing is the goal. So until next time, last night.